asks.
I didn't even push you.
No, I'll just
Let me sit down in my own chair.
It asks like what you're pushing.
All
right,
I just
so
said
Elliot.
pulling up or pushing.
You told me.
One of the two.
So on 27, right?
Question or problem?
Question 18.
Problem 27. So, charge, one electric field will cause a bead to be hang suspended in the air. Okay? So that's what I tried to show you yesterday with the balloon and a piece of plastic. Okay? So, start with this. What are the two forces acting on the bead?
Gravity, electrical.
So, you've got, and which direction do you know gravity is going to act?
Down.
Downward. So you know, Louise, the gravitational force is going to act downward. Okay? You don't have to guess. And because of you know the mass of it, you can figure out the strength of the gravitational field trying to pull it down. Now, you're adding chihuahuas. So what's going to be the charge on the bead?
Negative.
Well, it's going to be negatively charged, right? Now, you know that F equals your electric field times the charge, right?
Right.
So your force has to balance out what?
Gravity.
Gravitational force, right?
Yeah.
Okay? Now, you don't know the charge, but
That's the problem.
you know how many electrons were added to it, and you know how many, and you know the charge on each electron. So you can find the value of Q. That only leaves, the only thing left is to find the value of the electric field. Okay? Now, the tricky part is the direction. Okay? So, you tend to have a bias to say, well, if the gravitational field is acting downward, the bias is to say that the electrical field should be pushing up. Okay? That's the bias. But let's think about this. Okay? Let's just say, the electric field is actually pointing up. Okay, let's say that. And if you were to put a positive test charge, forget that the problem exists. If you were to put a positive test charge and an electric field is pointing up, what would the positive test charge feel?
Upward. Hell shit.
It would feel an upward force pushing that up, right? Okay, that's what it would feel. So, if and there's the huge if the electric field was pushing up, and you put a positive test charge in it, that would feel an upward force. Now, if the electric field is pushing upwards, and you put a negative test charge in it, then what's going to happen? Then it's going to feel an attractive force going down. So, since this has a negative charge on it, if you say the electric field is pointing upward, which you shouldn't, then you're saying that both the gravitational force and the electrical force are acting in the same direction. Will that allow it to hover? No. So with negative, it's a little bit counterintuitive. You actually have to drive the electric field down because it's a negative charge. So you drive the electric field down so that that electric field then wants to make it move in the opposite direction. The electric field would pull that up. Okay? And you could actually find, you know what that force is because that's what's balancing out the gravitational force.
Yeah.
Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure.
See, on number 26, you want the strength and direction of the electric field. Now, that will balance out the weight of a proton and an electron. So, you know electrons and protons don't have very much mass, okay? Nor do they have very much charge. So, you can figure out how much they weigh, by taking the mass times g, something you've done countless times, okay? And again, you know that the gravitational force acting down has to balance out the electrical force acting up, okay? So, here's the story. Your answer to 26A, and make sure that you give both answers to this. So in terms of the value of the electric field on 26A, that first one should be 10 to the negative 7th. And for the proton, that should be 10 to the negative 11th.
That's what I got.
Okay? So on 26A, the first one is 10 to the negative 7th. The second one is 10 to the minus 11th. You don't have to do 28 and 29.
No, not the,
Oh,
the
Why?
question's not the problem. The question.
Make sure on 24, okay, that you give two values, okay? You give a numeric value for the electric field and in which direction. You just cannot say, oh, horizontal or vertical. Bad. Because if you just say it's horizontal, I don't know if it's pointing in the positive x or if it's pointing in the negative x. Okay? So for those answers in 24 and 25, you just cannot say, oh, it's horizontal or vertical. I have no idea what that means. Okay? Oh.
I'll make it for you.
What?
On 25, is it like
Another one.
Mr. Burkamp,
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I understand.
No, just please.
for 28 questions, you got A, right?
What do you mean you got?
A.
You know the same answer. You got
Okay, but
What are you
if
looking
3 is squared, that's plus 9, but then negative 12 is.
Wait, that's like.
Why are you
That's not one
looking
of the problems.
No, the distance is
Why
double.
is 3
No, the distance is double. The double gets squared, so it's factor 4. The charge
3
is
times 4 is 12.
the charge is quadruple. They're both by a factor
Okay.
of 4. They
They have
cancel.
to be.
On 22, problem 22. Every answer should be something times 10 to the 4th.
Yeah, wait a second.
Hey, let's go.
Thank you, Berg.
Wait a second. Wait, you said problem 22?
I don't know if I did my
Berg's
problem.
the best.
10 to the 4th.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at B, I didn't have the numbers.
Now, listen to me very carefully on 22 and 23. There's a part B to both of them.
Really?
This,
Sorry. It's a habit. Bro.
break it.
I don't know how.
I labeled my origins.
Really?
On 22 and 23, make sure, do you see on 24? Yeah, 22 and 23. Make sure that you do part B where you make a field diagram showing the electric field vectors at those points. It doesn't have to be to scale, but it does, the diagrams need to show where these are, A, B, and C, and the direction of that field. Okay? Your answer to 18 should involve some ones. Your answer to 20 would make a horrible GPA times 10 to the 6th.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What?
I had 10 to the 7.
On 20?
You did something wrong.
Where's Michael? Oh, he said he'd be gone, right?
Let me check my calc.
Weren't you ones on 18, Mr. Burkamp?
Let me check my calc real quick. Oh, maybe I typed it in my calc wrong.
Uh-oh.
Oracle
You
like.
say calc one more time.
What's short for calculator?
On 20, on the questions, 23 through 29, only one answer should be C.
I got that. I got
Oh,
that.
thank God.
I got that.
So
That's
what do
going to bird
we,
camp.
we don't have any
Oh,
seeds.
I have two seats.
Oh, I know I did wrong, Mr.
Oh, wait,
Burkett.
guys,
I have
let's
one
name
seat.
off what we
Okay,
want.
so on questions 23 through 29, one of them should be C.
Oh, I do have seeds.
Should there be a double A somewhere?
Wait, can I see?
Make sure on question
Eraser.
12 where you're ranking those fields, make sure that I can clearly see less than, greater
Put the
than,
number down.
okay, which one's 1 and which one's 2, okay? Make sure that I can clearly see what you mean.
Oh, what?
26, I have A.
Sorry, I was 18. Can you get us a
And
one?
I think that's 27 is definitely.
On question 12,
I have 26, I have C.
make sure that I can clearly see greater than or less than, okay? And which one is which.
Right.
All right, anything else?
3 pages.
Going once, going twice. So, Popcorn stop.
26.